You finally have a moment of peace, the house is quiet, the bills are paid, and for the first time in weeks, there is nothing wrong. But instead of feeling happy, your brain starts to itch with a strange, heavy emptiness, and suddenly, you're replaying an awkward conversation from 3 years ago or worrying about a what-if disaster that hasn't even happened yet. Why does your mind invent problems the second life gets calm? It's called the success paradox, and today, I'm going to show you how to shut down that internal noisy manager and delete overthinking in 30 seconds using the same biological switches the happiest people use to stay emotionally unshakable. Here's the truth that will change your entire perspective. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. It is designed to keep you alive. For thousands of years, survival meant scanning for threats, lions, hunger, or social rejection. Today, the lions are gone, but your brain still has a negativity bias, a biological hardwiring that forces it to look for problems, threats, and dangers, even when you're just trying to enjoy your Tuesday afternoon. When your life is calm, your brain thinks it's unemployed. It gets bored and starts future tripping, creating disaster movies in your head just to give itself something to solve. To break this cycle, you have to stop fighting the thoughts and start managing your chemistry. The first switch we have to flip is the face feedback switch. Most people wait to times feel, times happy before they change their expression, but your brain actually listens to your body to decide how you should feel. If your jaw is clenched or your face is frozen in a neutral stare, your brain assumes you're under threat. Do this right now. Gently raise your eyebrows, relax your jaw, and let the corners of your mouth lift just a tiny bit. Hold it for 15 seconds. By doing this, you are sending a biological signal to your brain that says, we must be safe. This simple physical cue triggers your brain to reduce stress chemicals and boost serotonin, your natural mood stabilizer, almost instantly. But what if the noisy manager is still churning on a loop? That's usually because of stress gas, a buildup of carbon dioxide in your system that happens when your breathing becomes shallow and unconscious. You can't think your way out of a chemical spike, but you can flush it out using the physiological sigh. Most people tell you to take a deep breath when you're stressed, but that's actually terrible advice because trying to force air into a tight chest just makes you feel more pressurized. Instead, we breathe backwards. Start by letting it all go a long, slow exhale through your mouth until the tank is empty. Now, take a normal inhale through your nose. But here is the secret. Before you exhale, take one more quick, short sip of air on top of that first inhale. This tiny second inhale reinflates the air sacs in your lungs that collapse when we're stressed, boosting your oxygen exchange. Finally, let it all out with a long, satisfying exhale that is twice as long as the inhale. This 2-0-second biological system flush tells your heart to slow down and hits the brake pedal on your fight or flight response. You aren't just calming down, you are manually overriding your nervous system. Now that the chemistry is settled, we have to deal with the mental loop. When your brain starts replaying problems, it's because it's stuck in reacting mode. To fix this, you use a technique called name it to tame it. The moment you feel that off feeling or a racing thought, label it silently. I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling anxious. That's it. Don't analyze it. Don't try to fix it. Labeling the emotion shifts control from the emotional centers of your brain to the logical prefrontal cortex. It's like watching a storm from inside a house. The storm is still there, but you're no longer getting soaked by it. If the brain still wants to future trip, we use the 202 mental hijack. Pick one single meaningless object in the room. A pen, a coffee stain, or a button. Study it for 20 seconds with intense curiosity. Notice its shape, its color, how the light hits it. This forces your logical brain to come back online because your brain cannot fully panic and fully observe a neutral object at the same time. You are essentially telling your brain, hey, check out this really interesting doorknob, which starves the anxiety of the attention it needs to survive. But to stop this cycle from starting every single morning, you need a success momentum blueprint. The happiest people don't leave their mood to chance. They use micro habits to anchor their happiness before the world can throw them off. This starts with the 6-0-second wake-up reset. When you wake up, don't grab your phone. The second you check notifications, you flood your brain with cortisol and other people's drama, setting a stressed, emotional tone for the next 16 hours. Instead, take 60 seconds to just notice you're awake. This transition pause increases serotonin and tells your brain, we're starting today on purpose, not by accident. Follow this with a micro win. Make your bed or drink a glass of water. These tiny actions take less than 60 seconds, but they trigger a dopamine hit in your brain. Dopamine doesn't just make you feel good, it increases your focus and optimism, telling your brain, we completed one thing, let's complete more. Finally, the most powerful tool to end the success paradox forever is the identity statement. Every action you take is driven by who you believe you are. If you believe you're an anxious person, your brain will keep looking for things to be anxious about to prove you right. Every day, say this to yourself. I am the kind of person who takes care of my happiness. When you adopt this identity, the morning pause, the deep breaths, and the 5-minute screen-free breaks stop being chores and start feeling like gifts. You aren't just trying a habit, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. The empty feeling you get when life is calm isn't a sign that something is wrong, it's just your brain waiting for instructions. Don't let it invent a crisis. Use these 1-5-second switches to signal safety, flush the stress, and anchor your day in purpose. Happiness isn't something you find out there. It's something you activate from the inside. Your brain already has the switches, you just learned how to flip them. If this video helped you understand the noisy manager in your head, hit that subscribe button and comment the word activated below so I know you're taking control of your chemistry. And if you want to know the 2-0-second ear massage trick that instantly mutes internal noise, click the video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.